past against them, they're always pretty interesting. Today was no different. Had an opportunity, in the last 6 or 7 minutes to close things out with a 1-0 lead, and give Ohio State credit, they were able to capitalize on a couple of plays. Still not sure how the last one went in, but that's part of the game, and congratulate them for winning this afternoon.
Any questions for the student athletes? KK, I wonder how difficult it is to have it go against you on a play like that, where it's just kind of a puck that gets thrown out of the corner and bounces in.
Yeah, like Coach said, it's a game of hockey. Like anything happens. Sometimes there's a fluky bounces. You never know. Puck's just thrown at the net. It can hit a stick, bounce off someone, but it doesn't define anything. We're moving forward. Coach said in the locker, like what happened, but we're focused on the next week ahead in NCAA's.
Lacey, what was the biggest way they were challenging you all breaking the puck out through the neutral zone? Like, what was the biggest challenge when you were all trying to get the puck through the neutral zone?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how they forecheck. They're trying to trap us in the neutral zone, get a turnover, and get going the other way. So I think we use this game as a learning opportunity, and we know what we need to work on going into NCAA's.
For either of you, Ava was really strong throughout most of the game. It just felt like she was locked in. Can you talk about how she played and what she was able to give you tonight?
I mean, they outplayed us in the second period, and Ava really kept us in there. So a lot of credit to her keeping that game 0-0 going into the third, giving us a chance to go ahead. And I mean, a couple bounces on the goals, but we put ourselves in that position. So I think going forward, we just use that and learn from it.
KK, I guess, did it feel like that this was one of the games like that you play against Ohio State all the time? It's just that close there, the margins are just that thin.
Yeah, definitely. Especially in a championship setting, it's always so close. Game of inches. Anything can happen. As you saw at the end, we were up, and then they had a nice tip on one of their goals, and then that weird bounce at the end. It happens in championship hockey, especially. Can't control that, but again, we're just focused on the week ahead, and we know it'll always be a battle week for them.
Kind of hoping you see them again, because you know what game that would be. Now that would have to be the championship game with the way things go.
Is that so? Yeah.
If we
Well,
lines
maybe
up
we
when you
will
wanted
see
to.
them, down the road.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll look forward to that if that's the case.
Anything else for the players?
Lacey, is it this now easy to reset from? Next week you've got a game on Saturday to play, but is this a little fuel, a little something to charge the week?
I mean, it's something that'll stay in the back of my mind. This is a game that we wanted to win. We wanted to come out on top. So it's frustrating, but we can definitely use it as motivation going into NCAA. So I think just getting a little tick on our shoulder, working just to a little bit harder in practice to cinch a few things up and come out even stronger.
Thank you, athletes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck next weekend and the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Oh, me? Gotta stay awake.
Mark, what did you see from the attempts to get out of the D zone through the neutral zone, those kind of things that just maybe, was it a normal Ohio State structure there, or was it something a little bit different than you've seen from them before?
No, it was similar to what we've seen in the previous 4 games when we played against them. It reminded me a little bit of our first game in Madison. Obviously, both teams were missing personnel, but they just seemed to be more into their game. They were close started playing their A game than we were down in Madison. And today, especially after we killed the penalty off there in the second period. I thought we'd create some energy from it. Unfortunately, they created some energy. And so, for probably the rest of the period, we were on our heels, and Ava gave us a chance. And as I told the team in between the second and third period, it's like, now it's a 20-minute game. Don't worry about the second period. Don't look in your rearview mirror. You just got to win 20 minutes. And then we scored. That's going to create energy. We got the goal. We created the energy. And then we just made a couple of little detail mistakes, and give them credit. They capitalized on them, and they were able to get to the end and end up winning the hockey game. So there weren't many things that probably the first half, maybe the first two periods of faceoffs weren't very good. So you end up chasing the puck a lot. You end up chasing the puck, and then you look tired at times. And so it was again, it's a learning opportunity. It's a 2-week tournament. They hand out the trophy today. Ohio State has it. We'll get ready and see who we play and what the brackets look like tomorrow, and then get ourselves ready and learn from this, and make sure next Saturday in Madison, we're closer to our A game than we were today. Because this time of the year, you got to play that. And Ava gave us a chance to win. I mean, the second period, I don't have to go to a seat, but looking up at the jumbotron, we survived, which is okay. That's fine. It was still 0-0, and now you got an opportunity if you can regather yourself, get organized, and come out and have 2 or 3 good shifts in the third period. And we got the goal, so I was like, okay.
You got Layla moved up to forward for I think 1 shift at the end of the second period. What was the thought process there?
Just trying to get some, not only her but maybe some other people, maybe some looks and some opportunities. So she's been up there quite a bit throughout the season, and we haven't had her up there since she got back from Milan. So it was a good opportunity to see what she looked like. And unfortunately, she got stuck out there for probably about a minute 45. So she was exhausted. And we got the power play. So just tried something new and something that we've seen before that's been successful, and trying to get somebody else within our group some looks or some chances or some puck possession, because in the second period,
these two teams just seem like that there's a bounce that goes one way or another, or there's a key play that's made, and this time it happens to be a bounce like off of Ava Murphy in front.
I didn't know we
tough
were looking for high stick, but we didn't have our timeout left, so even if it was probably close, you're not going to challenge this. If you're wrong, that's the game, because they don't have the power play. But as you wind down and you're up 1-0, then these little detail things and puck possession become vital. We turn the puck over just outside our blue line with a chance to keep moving it going north, and the next thing you know, now it's in the back of our net. So learning opportunities as you go through it, get everybody aware that if you're in that situation again, my decision making is maybe hopefully going to be a little bit different. But give Ohio State, they're pressing, and they capitalized on the opportunities that we ended up giving them.
It felt like at times they were maybe passing up good shooting opportunities for an extra pass that would end up in maybe a worse look, particularly in that first period. Do you think just overthinking it, nerves?
Combination of probably both. The hard thing is, as quality of play continues to go up, there's not a lot of time and space, and so it's like Kelly's goal against Macleod where she got it. I mean, it was off her stick in a heartbeat, and that's how you're going to create opportunities and maybe score goals. And today, if you hang on to it for a split second longer, here comes a stick. Here's a shot off the shin pad. Goalie gets set. So and whether that's nerves or just trying to make another play in a tight situation, knowing that you may not get another chance for a long time. Because but I mean the face-offs, we weren't especially after 2 periods, we weren't very good. And if you don't win face-offs, at least 50% of them, you're chasing pucks. And so whether you're in the offensive zone and you don't win it, then you're chasing pucks coming back. If you're in your defensive zone, then you're structuring your defense and trying to prevent the puck getting to your net. But you're chasing.
Thanks.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks,
start with the coach's statement and then open it up to questions for the students.
Well, what a great game, right? 1 versus 2. We knew it would be like that. I was looking at it as a 2-game series where this is the first one, obviously important, setting the tone, but we believe we'll have an opportunity to see them again. But I just thought this whole weekend to play number 3/4, I guess, and to play number 1/2. In such a small time frame and completely different teams that you're playing against, so you have to change a little bit and tweak some things. Our team did brilliantly of adapting. We have only played 3 games all year with our entire roster, so I'm excited to maybe have the opportunity to have our whole team come post-season NCAAs. But I talked about Cloudy. You guys got it right. You invited Cloudy today, so that was good. But Cloudy, we've spoken about this, about goaltending is a must when you want to win national championships and make that push. And to shut out Minnesota and to only give up 1, which was definitely not her fault, I think speaks volumes of how strong Cloudy has been in the back half of this season, and we feel very confident relying on her. So I've just been very proud of how she's been playing this year, and she's going to take us all the way. But the team played fantastic and executed brilliantly.
Questions for the athletes?
Emma, I wonder if you can get into the mindset of limiting their time and space to the middle of the ice and getting their zone entries, making them really difficult. How important that was and how well you guys did with it.
Yeah, I think even with our own playing style against any other team, we like to play aggressive. We like to stay up on them. We're known for that. We're known to be relentless, get on pucks on or 200 feet. And I really think with this team, they're skilled, they're fast, and we know that they like time and space, and we know that we have to take that away. And I think our defensemen and forwards and our forecheck today did a really good job of that.
Hailey, in terms of the support in front of you, what do you make of the defenders kind of clogging up and taking away the middle of the ice?
I mean, that's huge. Like, eliminating any second and third opportunities is massive as a goalie. You do your best to make the first save, and then they did awesome protecting the rest of it for me.
Hailey, Shapovalov had that breakaway pretty early, getting a save on that and kind of recovering to make sure it doesn't go farther. How important was that for you to get into your game and to make sure it didn't get to 1 early?
As much as you don't like crazy opportunities at first, it does help you settle in quickly if or when you make that stop. So it was good.
We prepared her well. I don't remember many games that we haven't given up a breakaway on Cloudy this year, so she's used to that.
Emma, you talked about the plan and how you guys like to play and going about like just executing that pretty much two games in a row. Could you talk about just how you have that plan but then actually go out and execute it?
Yeah, this time of year especially, that we want to be building momentum. We know that this next stretch of games, phase 2 is done now, we're moving into phase 3, and these ones are really big for momentum going into the NCAA tournament. And we know our system at this point. We know how to play with each other, how to play well within the system, and we also know when we're not playing well, and we know how to reset. So I think building momentum, getting in, like building on shifts is the biggest thing, and then making sure that we're just hitting all the right details is huge.
Emma, how important was it for you guys to reset when they did take the lead and not let that go on too long, to come back within a few shifts and get it back?
Yeah, I mean, we had been getting chances all game. I think our scoring chances were much higher than theirs. I mean, outshooting the #1 team in the country at this point is huge. Like, we were up, I think, 30 to 20 shots around there. We knew our goals were coming. McNaughton played great. I give a lot of credit to her, but at the same time, we were just pushing, and we knew that we couldn't let up. Like, a 1-0 lead is nothing. We know you have to score to win. So at the end of the day, just have to bury and get pucks in the net, and I'm glad we were able to get that done.
Were those pretty, I guess, for either one of you, both, you've seen both of this team all year, obviously I haven't, but were those 2 goals a little bit of the way you guys can get them done? Just, getting a redirection in front, establishing position, and then getting something that just happens to go in on the second one?
Right, yeah, I think the dirty goals are huge. We like to be in front of the net, we like to be scrappy, and we know that that's kind of our area. We want to own that, and I'm glad that we got it done. I think both goals, again, show that we just want to be gritty in front of the net. Obviously, a weird bounce in the second one, but puck goes in the net. However it goes in, they don't ask how. So, again, just glad we got it done and got those 2 goals in.
did play against their breakout and not giving them much of a chance to build anything, or at least consistently have trips up the ice easily?
Well, we know they're a very good transitional team, and we talk heavily about owning the blue lines and not making bad errors on those blue lines. But our team is, our bread and butter has been our forecheck, and so we create a lot of turnovers down low. I mean, that first goal we got was all on Amo's relentless pursuit below the goal line to create an opportunity. And so, yeah, I think when you start to play against teams so much and coaches so much, you get to know their tendencies. But I was just very proud of, we mixed up our lines a little bit too to shake things up a little bit. But yeah, I give them a lot of credit because they had mentioned we had a game plan and we did video and they stuck to it and they trusted in it, even though it can become frustrating when you're dominating on shots and opportunities and those good ones aren't going in. So you kind of earned that bad bounce at the end because she stopped all the others.
Coach, you talked a lot about defense, but like you said, with shots out shooting Wisconsin, like did you feel like some of that puck possession and offensive zone time was sort of helping on defense too, where you've got the puck and they don't have the chance to create offense?
Right. Sometimes you can get a little, you can cheat and you can do make bad errors when you're not in your D zone as much as well. And I think they're such a good transitional team, and then they push 4 up, and we knew that they sometimes have 3 high, and we know that they are going to have very active D, and we just have to have shoulder checks and awarenesses, and we didn't do that on the one side where she snuck in on the inside, but that'll be a good video clip for this week. But again, like a little more than a third of our team are freshmen and new, right? So the future is very bright for these guys, but yet we still have very good seniors, as the 2 young ladies up here that are leading the way for these freshmen. But I thought they played really physical, not dirty, but tough defense today. And I think I call Macleod like the hungry hippo in front. I don't know if you remember that game. You guys might be too young, but just cleaning up everything that's in front, and we'll take sticks and box out. And I thought they did a great job of being very physical but clean in front.
Anything else?
Good, thank you.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Make